This is what is expected if you're about to welcome many of the world's most powerful people. Millions of pounds has been spent on defending this part of South Wales ahead of this week's NATO summit, especially with Britain's terror threat level now raised to severe.
There is a high confidence in the UK's ability to deliver a quality security operation around a major event. And if you look at Commonwealth Games, Olympics, those sort of events, we know how to do it, and I think people recognise that. All the visiting countries have their own concerns, which we have to give them assurance about, and we work very closely to make sure we do that.
With 67 heads of state, including David Cameron and Barack Obama, due to meet, eat and stay in venues across Newport and Cardiff, it's easiest to see the scale of the operation from the sky. 9,500 police officers from forces across the country have been drafted in. Nearly 11 miles of fencing has been set up around the Celtic Manor Resort in Cardiff city centre and at Cardiff Bay, where 7 NATO warships will be stationed. It really is the miles of security fencing as you drive around Newport and Cardiff that give you a true sense of how big a security operation this is. Here around the Celtic Manor alone, they have 8.5 miles of the fencing designed to protect the world leaders inside, but also anyone who tries to cross that fencing will immediately be arrested. Those without an official invite have already started to make their presence known. Cardiff Castle is expected to be one of the focal points for protesters. Here, an official dinner for the leaders is planned on Thursday night. They're more than prepared for those who intend to cause trouble. The Stop the War group believe most of that is scaremongering.
60 world leaders will be meeting. They'll be making their voice heard, and it's really important that another voice is heard, the voice of millions of people around the world who want peace and justice, who reject the policies that are being put forward by our leaders. And we think these protests are really important, not only in terms of influence of world leaders, but shaping the public debate.
The summit takes place on Thursday and Friday. Here, major decisions could be made over the crisis in Ukraine and the Middle East. The security operation has been described as completely uncharted territory, but Wales is ready. Rhiannon Mills, Sky News in Cardiff.